Welcome back to my shed. This is part 2 of making a Xbox 360 fighting stick. Got it right this time. In part 1 we've made the box. We've put all the mechanical bits in, and this time we're going to be going through the electronics and the soldering and connecting it all up, and hopefully some testing. So let's get on with it. In order to start, we need an Xbox 360 controller, not an Xbox original controller like the one that I bought before and had to send back. So what we need to do, take the screws out, you end up with this. Keep disassembling, take the buttons off. These are the joystick buttons, triggers. We don't need them, although they're probably better to keep off. Be careful, these rumbles are very delicate. These are the rumblers, go round and make a rumbling noise. And so the next operation is to your 4 buttons, 1, 2, 3, 4, D-pad, start, don't know what that one's called, and these 3 buttons are on the top. What we need to do is we need to gently scrape away the black conductor off the top of them. So you can just about see there, each of these buttons is made up of 2 sides. And they're covered in a conductive black, I don't know what you call it, black paste, black stuff. And a bit like this one here. So you've got 2, can you see that? 1 side, 2 sides. And then when you push the button pushes the conductor down over the top of it and joins the 2 together. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a wire out from here to the button, and a wire out from this side to the button, so when you press the button you make the circuit. And we've got to do that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times, I think. 7 buttons, oh no, 11 times. 7 buttons and 4 joysticks. So we want to gently scrape away the black stuff. And what you can see there. Quick blow gets out of the way. Until you can see the shiny metal underneath. Shiny metal, that's what we're after, shiny metal. Because soldering to that is going to be a bit tricky. Or rather, soldering to anything else other than shiny metal is going to be tricky. So I don't really know what you can see up there, but with my crappy soldering iron, I'm going to attempt to tin, is that the right word? Tin these. What you're trying to do is make little solder pads rather than the bare metal. unfortunately, this seems to stick some and doesn't stick others. Okay, that's that tinned. So we've got some wires. This is just solid core wire. I don't have any multi-strand wire. I don't have any multi-strand wire. So this will have to do. Now, I want to just lay it in there, so I need about... Okay, here goes nothing. Strain relief. I suppose that's what it is. Got all the wires on, hot glued onto the board just for some strain relief. You can see everything's hot glued on, bit of strain relief. I've hot glued 2 blocks of wood onto the base. Put the cable in, also added a bit of hot glue strain relief to the cable ties as well. And now we're ready to start with the spade connections. So we're going to use these spade connectors. I'm going to do that. I'm going to clamp. Okay, that seems quite good. So I'm going to do that for... Oh, my finger! Do that. I don't know how well you can see here, but we've got the switches, we've got the joystick, and we've got down here we've got the circuit board. So now, if I can just identify which buttons are which, I can top one. I can connect. Okay, we've wired it up. All the connections are made as best we think as what it works, and we've connected it to the Xbox, and the controller still works. Apparently, we still have a green light, and if you close that gently. Go on, close that gently. And oh yeah. So
We've wired it up
It
the wrong
moves.
way round.
It moves. Does it move any further than that?
Yeah.
So
We've wired up and down to left and right.
up and down to left and right. Well, there we go. I did say that was probably likely.
And A and B is the bottom.
No, all wrong.
Got it the wrong way.
So we've moved everything around, reattached all the wires, and game's starting up. So go on, let's see if it works.
I'm going to press the start button. Oh, it skipped the cutscene, so it's pretty good news.
Blank screen. Ooh.
Press start. Press start.
Start works.
Press A. Asking for A. Pressing A. A works. Holding A to skip the. Alright.
Does the joystick work?
Down. Yep. Up. Yep. I can't test left and right yet.
Okay.
Yeah, it works.
So a while ago I made this with the controllers, and there's a Raspberry Pi inside, and the kids bought an Xbox, and then they asked me, can I have arcade controls on an Xbox? And I thought, well, how do you do that? And apparently it's called a fighting stick, and we made one.